Hegseth orders rare meeting with hundreds of senior military officials. Secretary of War Peter Hegseth had summoned hundreds of senior military officials to meet at a Marine Corps base in Virginia next week. The purpose of the meeting is to give them a speech about combat, basically in war. The unusual directive sent to all senior officials with the rank of brigadier generals or above, or their Navy equivalent, serving in command positions in their top enlisted advisors, was issued earlier this week, and the meeting is scheduled for Tuesday in Quantico, Virginia, according to the Washington Post. I'm just reading that small part of this. They said also the president's going to be there. At first, we thought it was, maybe they're getting everybody ready because we're going to go to war with somebody, but it was not that. It is legit just a speech he wants to give them. That's all it is. It's basically a pep rally, and they're using it for the optics. For me, as a person who has a military background, my family's in the military. I never served. I think this is a horrible thing to do, to gather all of you could have done this through Zoom.
There's a reason why they don't want to do something like this through Zoom. You have to look at it. I mean, right now we see what they've been doing. They've been knocking out brass, who they felt like is not a top military brass, who does not hold the same views that they hold, or who are appointed by Democrats or whatever the case may be. And so we have to look at it. Whenever you want to curry favor with someone, it's hard to do that over a Zoom meeting. It's hard to do that without shaking a person's hand, being able to smooge with that person, taking them out to dinner, being able to talk to them, act like you were listening to what are your needs for this branch of military, whatever the case may be, to be able to act like they have a listening ear in the White House. This is what they're doing. They're basically just kind of.
I'm saying like this. This is America. You should never gather. Look, the president and the vice president aren't even supposed to be in the same room half the time because you need a designated survivor. Now you're taking our military officials and taking them out of, they're in active combat zones right now, some of them, and you're flying them out all to put them in one room. Every time I see that happen in the world, Israel bombs it. So I'm just saying.
And I can't even disagree with that either. But let me say this. They said they're going to be talking about restoring the warrior ethos, which is like Hegseth's plans to directly communicate his vision for refocusing the military on lethality and more aggressive posture. This follows his earlier pledge to overcome wokeness and promote toughness. New military standards. The discussion will include new standards related to conduct, physical fitness, areas Hegseth has prioritized since taking office. National defense strategy, military reorganization, personnel changes, enforcing the agenda. So basically they're trying to push some type of, he's what is he now, the Secretary of War? This sounds like a video game. This, at the end of the day, this sounds like a video game. We become a childlike video game. Frogger, if you may.
It's Call of Duty.
You know what I mean? It's a childish game. Warrior ethos.
When Trump was first asked about the meeting last week, he appeared to know little about it. He suggested it was meant as a showcase of new weaponry. They're not telling him anything. They know that let him live in his la world where he thinks his poll numbers are the greatest. The economy's fantastic. They're just telling him good news. When he hears something bad, you see he goes off the rails. I just think this is a bad idea. I know why they're doing it, but I just think it's a bad idea to get all the military brass in one room.
They might as well have made some type of Nordic or Scandinavian type name for all this and gave it that. That's pretty much what this is, some type of a Viking play military, dress up military type of a deal where they can look good and have some military brass and also some hardware. And that's all they're really doing, man. This is a game. He wants to look like he's doing more than what he really is.
And I'm concerned for our troops. At the end of the day, I don't care how much money they spend on defense. Spend it all. Spend half the American budget on defense. That's what lets me sit here and do what I want to do. I'm concerned for the brass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm concerned about them having to travel all the way back to America for this and not being able to see do they get to stay and see their families, or they go right back? And then them heading back because they're on the move. Which bases they're leaving from. The top brass is moving around right now. It's too much information out there in the world for people to know stuff about this. That's what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know Absolutely. Bad boys move in silence and violence?